Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make this regular guitar in 1 to 12 and we're going to make one in the kid size as well. So I designed these pieces for the normal guitar and I am drilling 6 small holes here at the end of that stopper. I know it's really hard to see, but I'm placing them with a tiny space between because I want them inside that little smaller piece in that well, it's the fretboard here, but yeah, and I am going to use my knife to get rid of all extra materials from the drilling of the holes. And I am just making sure that I have my holes here. I actually designed these pieces in Fusion 360 and I printed them out on my Flashforce Creator 3 Pro. The bigger part I made with a tiny bit of support, so I printed that upside down with the support on the inside, and that was pretty easy to print. The arm or the handle is a little bit difficult to print, but again I used support, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I want to paint this one, so I found my walnut paint and I am starting with the edge all the way around the top part here. Then I placed it on a piece of paper with the right side up, and I am making kind of a border along the edge here with my pencil. And I'm just putting a tiny bit on there, kind of wiping off the paint and then dry brushing the paint out inwards into the middle of the guitar body, and I'm doing this all the way around the edge of this top part. Then I took a tiny bit of white with the same brush as before, so it has a tiny bit of the brown tint in it, and I'm trying to make this a lighter spot on the middle of the guitar. You don't need to do this, but I think it looks kind of cool. Then I am going to paint the sides here on the body, and on the back piece I'm doing the exact same thing as I did on the front piece. I also do put the white here on the middle of the back part as well, because I think it looks kind of neat. Then I am painting the sides of the neck part with the walnut brown as well. I am not painting the top part of the neck, but just the sides. Then I paint a tiny bit here on the front with white. And I am painting the rest of this part with black. Remember the end pieces as well. And I'm really taking my time with this black around this little piece here. I also paint the front of the neck with the black here, not the head of it, just the neck part. So I'm just making a line here, and then I'm just going ahead and making the top side of this black. Then I'm going to take my silver paint and I'm painting the lines on the neck for these bands where you place your fingers. So I think it's original 19 that needs to go there, 18 or 19, but I don't have the room for that, so I'm just painting them nilly-willy. And I'm also painting the top part of the inside of this bigger part here with black. This way it looks black through the whole of the guitar. I have some very thin wire, or not wire, fishing thread, and I cut 6 long pieces of that, and now I'm placing one of the piece in each of the small holes that I drilled in the start. This can be a bit tricky. This is the fishing line that I'm using right here, and this one is really thin and nice for this project. Again, I'm placing one in each of the small holes that we made underneath this little bar here. Then I have a tiny piece of tape ready, and I am using my super glue over the holes on the back side, making sure that I can keep my threads in place. And then I'm actually just taping over the super glue just to make sure that these strings will be staying in the right spot. And if you have a little too much of the string on the back side, you can always cut off the excess. Leave that to dry for a few seconds. I then use my Fimo glaze to glaze everything except these long pieces of thread, and it is a good time to just give everything a tiny bit of glaze. I think I just gave this part, and that made me have a few problems later, so just give everything a tiny bit of glaze here and let that dry. Then it is time to glue the parts together, so I am taking my tacky glue and I'm placing glue here where the front plate will sit on this bottom piece. So I'm just making sure I have enough glue. Make sure you don't have your threads in the way for the glue, and then I'm just going to glue the two parts together. Leave that to dry for a tiny bit before you continue. Again, I am using my tacky glue to glue on the neck part, so I'm just placing a tiny bit of glue on the neck piece that is on the guitar in the start, and then I'm placing the neck piece so that the hole, the sound hole, is round now, and then I'm just clamping these pieces together. Now it's time for popping in the threads here. I am going to show you this drawing that I made. I think it's easier to see here how I did than on the video, because these threads are really transparent and not easy to see. And when I have pulled the threads all the way through and tightened it, then I am giving them all a tiny bit of super glue on the back side. You won't see that later. The last step for the guitar is those knobs to strengthen or to wind up the string. And I'm using some small golden nail art beads, caviar. I think these are 0.8 in the size. And I am taking some golden pieces and I am gluing them on the side of the head on the guitar. So this part is quite easy. That is all there is for the guitar. Let us go to the kids' guitar. It is almost the same, but not quite.
Subscribe, like, and ring the bell button.
So now for the kids' guitar. It is almost the same, just smaller. This top has actually to begin with 6 small holes in it, but for some reason my print fused those together, so I am drilling them into the head here to have the holes for the strings. Then I am carefully gluing the front and the back together, and I'm using my tacky glue to do this, and I'm letting that dry, clamp down. This time I am using those beads that you can really push or squeeze together. You use them for jewelry. I do not know the name in American or English, but you put them over your string and you clamp them really good together so that the string is clamped inside this little bead. It's a metal bead, and I do this on all 6 of my strings. So the head of the neck here is pointing a little backwards, and you want to take the string, push it in through one hole from the back side, and then kind of glue that into that little hole. I'm just putting a tiny bit of super glue gel in there and then pulling it through so that little metal bead is glued into place. And I'm doing this with all 6 of my strings. As this is printed in a wood print, I can actually sand it really nicely. So I'm just making sure that the connection between the front plate and the body of the guitar is nice and smooth. Then I am painting everything just like the other guitar. This is again this walnut brown I'm using, and I'm doing it exactly as the other one. I paint the neck of the guitar with black here on the front only. And I should have used my silver paint here to make these stripes that is on the guitar. But I forgot that, and I had to do that when it was all assembled, and that was pretty bad to do. So after gluing this little arm or the neck here in place, you should actually go and paint the silver stripes. Then I pull the strings down and I'm placing them carefully. Actually, I'm only taking 3 of the strings, and I'm pulling them down and placing them really careful where I want them. And then I am clamping them down just after the bridge, right after the bridge. And then I'm just using my super glue and I'm gluing these 3 strings in place on the bridge. And then I'm going to leave that to dry. And here I figured out that I forgot the silver string, so I'm trying to, or silver lines, and I'm trying to do that underneath the strings that I already glued in place, and that was actually pretty difficult, so do it before you glue down the strings. Cut off the excess of the first 3 strings so they are not in the way for you, and then I do the exact same thing with the other 3 strings. I am pulling them tight and making sure that they are lying just like I want to, clamping them down and gluing them with my super glue gel. When that is drying, I am cutting off the excess of the string here by these metal beads that we squashed together over the strings. I'm just cutting off these strings, and then of course when the glue has hardened, I'm taking off my clamp and cutting off the excess of my string. And that's it. We have a kid's guitar right here in 1 to 12. So that was a regular guitar and a kid's guitar in 1 to 12. I had a lot of fun with these. I hope you will too. Thank you for watching and happy crafting.